let's do a sound check. See if we're... You guys hear me? Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Check, check, check. My laptop is not working right now for me. Well, you guys can hear me. Sons of bitches. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Son of a bitch, you can hear me. That is great. How are you fuckers doing? Did you miss me? I didn't miss one single one of you fuckers. But how are you guys doing? How is everybody doing? Let's make sure we start out the stream like we start out every stream. The most important thing we got to do on this stream. Okay, let's go to how are you fuckers doing today? Sweet. This is how we start everyone. Joe Biden rap. Here we go. This is how we do it, guys. Every freaking time you gotta start it like this. Yeah, I didn't miss any of you guys,
well,
to be
I
honest
was
with you.
born and raised in Scranton, PA. Lifeguard by the pool's where I spent my days. Till a dude named
Corn Pop, who wasn't that cool, started making trouble in the swimming pool.
So I took a chain, wrapped it around my legs. They're hairier than my other legs. Not my... Black kids would touch them. Come on, man. Then I got on a train and moved to D.C. Chirac Jabrama. I shuffled around and sucked fingertips. Made a big speech, kissed a boy on the lips. What are you looking at? I wrote the damn bill. I hold the ladies tight and sniff all their hairs. First person American to fall up the stairs. Ran for president, I was a winner. Winner was me. Now I sit at my desk as a president.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's like the theme song for us.
Well, I was born and raised in Scranton, PA. Lifeguard by the pool's where I spent my days. Till a dude named Corn Pop, who wasn't that cool, started making trouble at the swimming pool. So I took a chain, wrapped it around my legs. They're hairier than my other legs. Not my... Black kids would touch them. Come on, man. Then I got on a train and moved to D.C. Chirac Jabrama gave a job to me. I shuffled around and sucked fingertips. Made a big speech, kissed a boy on the lips. What are you looking at?
I wrote the damn bill. What are you looking at, man?
And sniff all their hairs. First person
For American to fall up the stairs. That's my favorite line. First person to fall up the stairs. That is amazing.
Now I sit at my desk as president.
Yeah.
You know the thing.
You know. Excuse me. You know the thing. All right, let's get the epic pen out too. Make sure that we're doing this right. Let me get the epic pen out. First American to fall. That is the best line ever. First American to fall up the stairs. That is amazing. That line never gets old. Okay? Never, ever. Listen. Never, ever, ever does that line get old. Ever. All right, so we are about to close on the 1 hour chart here in 7 minutes. On these charts I have up right now, it doesn't look like there's any setups happening. We're going to go to Market Watch. We're going to look at a couple of other ones because I know you guys love to trade other ones. I know you fuckers love to trade the GJ for some reason. I don't know why. GJ is kind of a pussy. But I know you fuckers like to trade it. So we'll look at it. I don't necessarily like it that much, to be honest with you. But I know you fuckers like to do it. And some of these people, just not you guys in here, but they love their little 10-pip pussy scalp traders. So we'll go take a look at that. The GJ on the 1 hour. The frick is going on here? See you come back and there we go. The GJ had the pattern that we look for. The last hour, right? If we were looking for a buy, we'd be looking for that tail at the bottom of the candle with longer than the body candle with no wick at the top. So it looked like it had it an hour ago. the one that closed at 8 o'clock, but it doesn't have it now. So that would have been a buy, but we weren't watching because we were going over the top 5 biggest morons that stream on YouTube. And that was what I was focused on, is making sure that we show you guys who the top 5 morons are that stream on YouTube, because there are a lot of them. So the GJ doesn't have anything on there that I want to trade right now. And it's possible it might that might change in the next 6 minutes, excuse me. But we're not sure. But that 1 hour ago was pretty good. Gold is on the 4-hour. We don't want the 4-hour chart. We want the 1-hour chart for gold. Gold, it's possible we might have the signal here in a minute too. So we'll keep an eye on that one too. So we're going to go, and then we're going to go to the GA. I like trading the GA. Pound Aussie. Go to the chart window. Go to the template, super sexy. Actually, we just do the properties now. We just change the, everyone likes the white font when we're doing YouTube. So we do it because you guys will complain like little bitches if we don't. So I don't like people complaining like little bitches. So we might as well just satisfy you. Have all your wild fantasies come true here in this stream. Because if not, then most people will whine like little bitches, right? And we don't want people to whine like little bitches. Okay, so don't do that. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. It doesn't make people money when you whine like little bitches. So don't do that. Okay. All right, so that also looks like that could be the signal, right? Because that could be a sell signal, because you have that wick at the top that's longer than the body of the candle. But we still have 4 minutes to go in this candle. So while we're doing that, we're gonna start the rankings of the top 5 biggest losers. Update on what? Freak and boy, an update on what? So while we're waiting for these candles to close, we're gonna start the countdown of the 5 biggest fucking losers that YouTube stream. And trust me, I had a lot of people to choose from. But we're gonna go with Wayne McDonald from Forex today as number 5 on the list of top stupid ass people. Hi, my name is Wayne McDonald, and I've been trading since the Stone Age. I just want you to. I honestly, I just want you to look at this chart. I mean, does there need to be any other explanation as to why this guy is a fucking moron? Look at his chart. Look at his chart. It's coming up right. You guys can't see it because it looks like I'm a little bit. Look at that chart. I mean, honestly, you should go just slap yourself in the face, kick yourself in the balls. Look at that chart. That chart is disgusting. You don't need any of those lines. You don't need these stupid R3 or this level. Look, I mean, the problem here is, and here's the problem with Wayne McDonald, who apparently went to Harvard. So don't fuck with him because he went to Harvard and he likes to rub that in people's faces. But look at how many levels you have here, right? So here's the problem with Sir Wayne McDonald. He can. This is the favorite thing that Wayne loves to do. Okay, look at all these stupid lines too. You don't need these stupid lines. You don't need these fibos. These are all for pussies. Okay, but what Wayne will do is Wayne is classic for this. Wayne is classic, and I've listened to Wayne a lot. He'll say plan A. Plan A. Okay, plan. Let's put plan on there too. And then we're going to look at the charts here. We'll do some more Wayne after the 9 o'clock chart here, so we can look and see if there's any trades we want to do. Plan A. Listen here. Plan A for Wayne is this currency's going to go up. Huh? Whoa! Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? So plan A for Wayne. Remember, plan A for Wayne McDonald is it's going to go up. Whoa! Totally amazing, right? Like everyone's like, oh my gosh. That's just groundbreaking material. Plan B is, wait for it. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting in absolute stunning fashion. Plan B is it goes down. It goes down. It goes down. Plan A, it goes up. And plan B, it goes down. And you know why Wayne does that? Do you know why Wayne does this in his live streams, Mr. Harvard? Do you know why he does that? Because when he comes back in the morning, he says, I told you guys. I told you. It did exactly what we said it was going to do. Well, of course you did. You said it was going to go up, and you said it could go down. Really, really bright there, bud. Really amazing analysis. This currency, according to my Harvard education, is going to go up or it's going to go down. No shit, Sherlock. Really? It's going to go up or it's going to go down. Thank you very much, Wayne. Okay? And then he'll say, oh, it bounced right off the R3 level or this level or that level. Well, you have a level every fucking 5 pips. Look at all these levels. It's bound to hit off something, right? Look at all these things. It's like Fibos. Like, it hit off this Fibbo level. Well, yeah, because you have a Fibbo lever every 5 fucking pips. Oh, it did exactly what we said it did. It was going to bounce off this level. Well, yeah, you have 100 million levels on there. It's bound to bounce off one of them, right? This guy is a complete fucking clown. I've met this guy. And this was back in like 2008. This guy's been around for a long time. I met him in 2008 at a trading convention in New York. The guy's a fucking clown. Okay, let's go back to the charts, though, and let's look at the charts. Because there might be some trades. That one's close. This one's close, right? It does have a little bit of a, but I'm going to take the trade. So guess what? Guess the fuck what? We're going to take trades in here. Oh my gosh, we can't do that, can we? We can't do that. It's been so long, I'm like, where the hell is my... We can't take trades in here. We don't take trades in here. What the hell? We can't do that. Where's my... It's been so long since I've done this stream, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Right? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So do you see all this? This is the 1 hour chart on the pound Aussie. Look at all this consolidation up here. So how many hours has it had to try to go up and it hasn't been able to go up, right? So that tells you two things, right? It tells you there's obviously the buyer momentum, right, has stalled. So it tells you that some sellers might come into the market for a little bit, right, and push it down a little bit before possibly it might go up. Where's my new order? I swear to you guys, I might just kill someone right now. So we're going to do that. How about that? How about that? There we go. Perfect. We're selling it. Okay. You can see we're going to sell. We want to have our stop losses above those highs. We're at 174.68. You see all that consolidation on the 1 hour chart? We're going to sell that bad boy. And we want our stops obviously above the highs, right? The high, and not just right at the high, we want it a little bit above it. 175.10. So we want to go to 175. We're just going to go 100 points to begin with. So we're going to go to 175.68. Okay, we're going to go to 175.68 on that. It's the pound Aussie, brother. Okay, so we're going to go 100 point stop loss to begin with, and then if it gets up 50 points or so, we're going to place our stops at break even. Is everybody fine with that? Or I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're fine with it. Nobody fucking cares what you think. All right, but is everybody fine with that? I'm being nice tonight. I'm making sure that you guys are okay with everything. You know, because it needs to be equitable. I'm always about equity and equality for all. Okay. Everybody got that? Like it fucking matters. But I don't really care if you take the trades. That's not why I do this. I'm just here because we like to have fun. And we like to make fun of people. Because it's always funner to make fun of people. Okay. So that's the GA. And guess what? We might lose. And that would be okay. Losses are a part of the game. Losses happen. Losses will always be a part of the game, right? Like we talked about all the time. Losses will always be a part of the game. And if you're scared to lose, then you need to go do something else. And you're a pussy. Okay, so we did a sell on the GA. So we'll let that thing play out for a little bit. And we'll pull up the terminal here in a minute so you guys can see what trades we're in. Because again, what do we always talk about? What's the difference between this stream and all the other YouTube streams? What's the difference? We don't hide behind TradingView because we're not pussies, right? We're not afraid to show live trades in a live account because we are not pussies. So I'm going to pull up the terminal. You're going to see the live trades I'm in because we aren't pussies that hide behind TradingView. Only pussies do that. Only pussies hide behind Trading, and you don't need TradingView, just so you know. TradingView, who cares? Who fucking cares about TradingView? I don't. TradingView is for pussies. But then again, most of these people are pussies, so I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, you can see the trades I'm in right now. I'm in a US 30 sell that I'm up 40 points on, and the one that we just entered. No other trade gave us a signal at this point, so we'll wait on that. But you can see the trades we're in right now. Okay, this is a live account. It's a live account because again, we're not pussies, right? We're not pussies. Only pussies hide behind TradingView. Okay, only pussies do that. Okay, are we ready for the next? So number 5 was Wayne McDonald from Forex today. It doesn't look like he's streamed for a while. And the reason I don't like Wayne is because he's the best hindsight trader in the world. Right? He's the best hindsight trader in the world. He can always go back and say, oh, look, it did exactly what we said it was going to do. Well, yeah, you said it was going to go up or you said it was going to go down. Well, of course it went up or went down. No shit, Sherlock. So Wayne McDonald is number 5 clown. Okay. Number 4 is, are you guys all in anticipation on who number 4 is? Are you guys all just eager anticipation of who number 4 is? Are you guys just like, oh, I can't wait for Clay to tell me who number 4 of the dumbass shittiest traders on the YouTube stream? Number 5 is Wayne McDonald. Number 4 is Todd Capital Group. This might be one of the dumbest ass people you have ever met in your life. This guy's a fucking clown. I mean, he is one of the worst of the worst. And there's some bad ones out there, right? But this guy's a fucking moron. You know what he did too? He probably took away all his streams. You will never. Here's the problem with Todd too. Here's the problem with Todd. Well, there's lots of problem with Todd. First of all, he likes young boys. He likes fondling young boys with his large hands, and that's kind of disgusting. Okay, it's kind of disgusting that he fondles young boys with his large hands. That's kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. So that's the first problem. The first problem is he likes to fondle little boys with his enormously large hands. And to me, it's kind of disgusting. But you'll never see him show his live terminal because he's a pussy. And he is another one of these guys that loves to buy tops, right? He'll wait for it to come up here to this level again here, and he'll buy, and hopefully it breaks above there. So he's one that loves to buy tops, and he loves to sell bottoms, okay? He would be selling a break below here because he doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing. We've talked about before, in every other investing you do in your life, you buy low and you sell high. This fucking clown buys high and sells low and hopes that his little mummy, his stepmommy, because his mom didn't like him, so his little stepmommy hopes that his little stepmommy will help the move go down. And this is a huge problem with most traders today. They do the exact same thing. They buy tops and they sell bottoms because they are pussies. Ugh. Okay, pussies. The people that move the market, right? The big boys, the people that when they place trades, they don't buy tops and sell bottoms. They buy low and they sell high, because that's not a new concept, right? It's been true since the beginning of time. It will be true long after all of us are dead. But these idiots do the opposite. But let's just listen. And he's from Scotland. He's from Scotland. So let's listen to this guy. Let's listen to this guy. Let's listen to this guy.
Tapped into this zone. So what is it rejecting? Like,
what is it?
What is it rejecting? I don't think.
What is it rejecting?
Anything significant for us to...
The list, Gustavo, is the top 5 fucking morons who stream on YouTube, who are complete clowns. So this is a list of the top 5 fucking clowns that stream on YouTube. Wayne McDonald from Forex Today was number 5, and now we're going over 4. One of my personal favorites, Todd Capital. Todd Capital Group. This guy. Oh.
To actually roll over. If it came up to here and rejected between the 80 and the whole number.
The 80 and the whole number? What the fuck is he talking about here? What the fuck is he talking about?
Sell it. But
it's
not rejecting
but it's not.
I don't have confidence in selling.
I wear girls' panties.
So for that reason, I'm not going to do anything just now.
No. You know. So he goes, for this reason, I'm not going to do anything right now. No, the reason you're not going to do anything because you never do anything on your live streams. You never take live trades on your live stream. You streamed forever and you didn't take one fucking live trade on your live stream. So don't tell me it's because you don't like the structure of the 30-minute candle. You have never taken a fucking live trade on your live stream. You never show a live terminal. You hide behind TradingView just like everybody else because you're a pussy. So don't tell us it's because you don't like the 30-minute structure, little Todd boy. You're not taking the trade because you're a pussy and you're scared to lose in front of an audience. That's why you're not taking. Just be honest with people. Just be honest with people. Just be honest and tell people you have no balls and your mother took your balls a long time ago. She has them in her purse. You no longer control your balls. The reason you don't take trades is not because of the 30-minute structure. It's because you're a pussy.
It's like a 30-minute.
A 30-minute.
Bearish engulfing.
Bearish engulfing.
So with, with London open volume, you could expect that this candle create maybe a top wick, start to drive down. We've got a nice LTA in here with clean candles. So I see all of that.
I see it all, but I won't take.
And a lot of traders will be sort of.
But I won't take the trade because right now I went to Victoria's Secrets and I'm wearing these brand new panties that I bought today. They were 3 for $30, and I am wearing those girls' panties right now. So I'm going to give you all this information that's just complete bullshit, but I'm not going to do anything about it because I wear girls' panties.
Honed in on.
Honed in
that particular move. But for me, I'm kind of looking at the bigger picture, and I'm looking at that.
The bigger picture?
Seeing that indecision, and I just don't think this is like a normal rejection. I don't think this is rejected.
I don't think you're normal. Okay, we're gonna go back to the charts because we're gonna go to the 15-minute chart and see if there's anything we can take trading wise. We're gonna go to the 15-minute chart. We're gonna look at our stuff, and we're gonna see if there's anything that we can trade on the 15-minute, because remember, on the 15-minute, it's kind of boring to do a stream when you're only taking hour trades. So this candle is about to close in 2 minutes. If this candle closes, if this candle closes with that tail at the bottom of the US 30 the way it is, what do we do? What do we do, you bastards? What do we do? There's 1 minute left. What do we do? What do we fucking do? Is that tail at the bottom of that 15-minute candle, is it longer than the body of the candle? Yes or no? Tell me. Tell me, is it longer? Yes, it is. It is longer. So, what do? We take the trade because we aren't pussies. Right? We take the trade because we aren't pussies. And we're not afraid to take trades because we're not pussies. Okay, do you remember that? Do you notice that? Do you notice that on here? Do we have a live terminal up here right now? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we have a live terminal up here. Do we have a live terminal up here? Everybody? Live terminal? Is there a live terminal? Yes or no? There's the buy right there. Just entered the buy. Do we have a live terminal here? Yes or no? I'm going to sell. So I wouldn't normally do this, but we're going to do it because we're live on YouTube and it's the pattern. And the pattern don't lie. Okay, so all of this down here at 34,551, we want our stop below that. So I'm going to go 100 on that one. So we're going to go 100 points on the stop loss on the buy on the US 30 because we're not pussies. Okay, we're not looking for 10 pip little scalp trades like all these other YouTube streamers do. We're not pussies. And if we lose, we lose, right? If we lose, we lose. No big deal. No one freaking cares. My wife definitely doesn't care if I lose money. Maybe she does a little bit, but I don't think she does. I think she don't care about any of that stuff. That's just me though. I might be wrong. Okay, and the GA, is this the GA? No, the pound yen. We're taking a damn trade on the pound yen too. Holy shit. We're taking a trade on the pound yen too. So we're going to take a trade on the pound yen because that 15-minute candle was what we were looking for. And you're going to see that pop up now. Oh my gosh, look at that. We are not pussies. Okay, on the pound yen, I want my stop loss below all this structure down here. I shouldn't say that word, structure. I hate that word. Support and resistance, because all of it is support and resistance. And then they'll say these fancy words like structure or supply and demand zones. It's all the fucking same. It's basic support and resistance. They just like to call it differently because it makes them sound smart. It's all the same. Okay, don't be fooled by idiots. We're going to go 160 to 160, 120 on that one. Are we taking trades in here? Are we taking trades in here? We're taking trades in here, aren't we? Gustavo said that's his list. Okay, so number 4, let's go back to the list and we'll just see how these trades are playing out. I like to kind of not pay attention to these trades while I'm in them.
Any area, like in particular, I mean, I don't see it. I could understand.
I can't understand why you wear girls' panties. Can someone explain that to me? I cannot explain why you wear girls' panties.
Do the same thing, basically, and then I'd be happy. Then I'd be happy to sell it. So for now, whilst it just sits inside, I'm not really.
I cannot understand it.
On it. 4-hour candle is still bullish. The candle probability
still bullish.
To the upside. So for now, I'll just hang.
And this dude's moved like 4 times.
Structure is bearish. So that is one.
That is one. That is one.
You can use.
Oh, that is one.
Of course, bearish on 30 minutes.
Bearish.
This is the high up here. This is the highest point.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta try and find my balls. There's, Mommy, Mom, where are my balls at? Okay, anyway.
Maybe it's my PC. I can't run.
No, it's not your PC. It's the fact that you suck at trading. You suck.
Looking at daily, we've got daily candle.
Look at daily and artificial.
Money in 2022.
Sure, why not? Can bikini girls make it? I don't know.
However, I don't think buys are solid until we break above.
See, okay, I want you to listen to this. Buys aren't solid unless we break above. Just listen to this. Okay? Buys aren't solid unless we break above here, right? So he's buying tops. Buys aren't solid unless we break above here. This is why he sucks. This is why he's a pussy. Because he buys tops. He just said it right there. Buys aren't valid unless it goes above that. Because he doesn't know how to fucking trade. Buys we're down here. See? Oh, look at, isn't this weird? Let's look at this. This is the one daily chart. What do we see on the daily chart? What do we see right there? Is that candle on the daily? Does that have a tail longer than the body of the candle with no wick at the top on a daily chart? So you know what, Todd? Let me just explain this to you, and I'll explain to you because you're a dumbass. Buys, Todd, happened right here. This is where buys happened, buddy. That's where buys at the opening of that next candle. That's where buys happened. But because you don't have a clue what you're talking about, and you have to wait for it to break above because you're a dumbass. No, actually, buys happened where I circled that candle. Yeah, it's weird, huh? It's kind of weird, Toddy. Kind of weird, buddy. Buys happened there. And that would have been around 1920. And when he's talking to us at 1950, he would have been up 300 points on that. If you would have done it the way I do it, which is wait for that candle close on a daily, weekly, it doesn't matter what time frame it is. But because this guy's a pussy and he wears girls' panties, he has to wait for it to break above. Break above. Buy high and sell low. Todd Capital. That's a special one for you. Because that was number 4. Todd Capital is number 4, right? All right, so let's go. Should we go to number 3 while we wait for these other clowns? Number 3 is Forex Aliyah. Forex Aliyah is by far, like, how do you say it? It's full of the dumbest people in the world. That you will become a dumber person for spending any time in this absolute shithole of a stream. That's why I go in there all the time, tease them, come into my stream. Let's do it again right now. We'll do this, and then we'll copy it, right? Because they need to be taught how to actually read a chart and how to not be dumbasses. Yes, you did come from that stream. And do you find EE algebra that you have gained brain cells since leaving that chat and coming to this? I find that I probably have gained brain cells back by staying away from that dumb. These people are the dumbest people. So you had a guy in here earlier, and we won't be able to go to the chat that far back. But this guy was saying that he makes he was making $450,000, and if gold went up higher, he'd be up $5 million. Now, I don't know exactly what people do, but if I'm making $450,000 in a trade and possibly $5 million, but I'm up for it, do you think I'm going to be on some dumbass YouTube stream? Can anyone answer that for me? If I'm making $450,000 on a trade, am I going to be on some loser YouTube stream talking to a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of zeros? Or am I going to be out living it up on my yacht with a bunch of bikini girls? Just saying. Right? Use your head, guys. Anyone who tells you that, probably not listen to him. Right? And then he said that gold never reached 2060 this year because I told him that I had held a trade. I had held a trade from 1782 to 2016. He's like, gold never went to 2060. Huh? What? What is that? Gold never. He's like, gold never went to. And I'm like, you are up 450 grand in a trade, and you don't know that gold went to 2060 this year? Are you fucking for real? I mean, you can't be for real, right? You can't. It's humanly impossible to be that dumb. Gold never went to 2060 this year. Really? Sure about that? Sure about that, big boy? Okay, so we're going to go to this real quick, too. This is when I actually had control of that PAM account over FX Live Capital. And let's just look at this trading report. It's really, really, really weird. Let's just look at it. This is a live account. It's a live account for you bastards. What do you see there? This is a live account at FX Live Capital. What do you see here? What do you see there? The ones I'm circling. Do you see gold buys? I might have to move this over a little bit for you guys. You may not be able to see it on the screen because my screen is curved screen, right? What do you see there? I might have to actually move this a little bit, huh? Do you see gold buys? I'm pretty sure I see gold buys there. Do you see gold buys on there? I'm pretty sure I see it, don't you? You can see it right there. Oh, shit. Do you see it? You guys see it? I'm pretty sure those are gold buys from 1782 that I took out at 2061 on March 8th. But wait a second. It never went to 2060 is what he said. It never went to 2060. Really? It's really interesting because that tells me it did go there. Right? That kind of tells me that you're wrong. So again, anyone who's making $450,000 and is spending any time in a YouTube chat room, go get a mental health examination. Again, like I say all the time, I have a master's degree in mental health. If you need a mental health examination, I can give one to you. If you're making $450,000 in a trade and you're spending any time on a YouTube stream, you should have your head examined for possibly being seriously retarded. Like institutionally retarded. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? You should have your head examined. And I'm willing to do that for you at no additional fee. I am willing to do that for you. But you should be on your yacht. You should be hanging out with a bunch of bikini girls if you're making 450 grand in a trade. So anyone who tells you that and they're in some crazy ass chat room, run the fuck away from these people. Okay? All right? Does that make sense to everybody? We're going to wait for 4 minutes to see if we have any other trades here. Then we're going to go to number 2. The number 2 dumbest ass trader. And we're going to spend a little more time with this one probably. We're going to wait here. We're going to wait patiently and see on the 15-minute chart if we get another trade. I know we're all anxiously awaiting that again. It's fun to read the chats. I mean, I agree with you until you realize that some of these people, and I always I always go in there and say, they're like, well, what should we do? I'm like, you seriously should just stop trading. 99% of you should just stop today, put down the crack pipe, stop smoking crack. You're never going to make it. Ever. So in reality, you probably should just stop trading because you suck at it. Right? They don't like that too much. I mean, I agree with you. My IQ drops, but again, I'm older than you, most likely. So my IQ drops no matter what, every day. Right? My IQ just drops every day because I'm just an old fart. Okay, so nothing on the GJ. GJ's looking all right. Oil. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anything again on the 15-minute chart. So then we'll go to number 2. We'll spend a little bit of time on number 2. There he is. What's up, brother? Bikini girls, yeah. We like those. I definitely liked bikini girls in Hawaii. Bikini girls in Hawaii were nice. They treated me very fairly. They treated me very, very fairly. Hey, Grand Theft, if anyone gets saucy in here tonight, just kick their ass to the curb too, will you? Just, if anyone gives you any lip or gives any lip, just kick their ass to the curb. We don't have time for stupid people. So if anyone gives you lip in here, just kick their ass to the curb. We don't put up with bullshit in here. There's other streams you can go to put up with bullshit. Other streams you can go to for the bullshit. We don't just fire their ass, okay? Just knock them off. Fire their ass. We don't want them in here. Okay, number 2. And it really is, you know, I mean, this could be number 1, but maybe I'll give guy just a little bit of a break here. So number 2 on the dumbest ass traders, and we're gonna listen to a little interview for a minute. It's kind of interesting.
Back. So, like for example, like you'll have like a 4-hour.
2 great videos, and they're essentially just full-on courses of how this guy trades.
First of all, Cam Hawkins, who I was a fan of for a long time trading it, he's also a pussy, and he also wears girls' panties because he banned me from all his platforms because I made fun of Uncle Ted. So Cam Hawkins is a fucking clown. He doesn't trade either. But we're going to listen to a little bit of this Don Vu Controller FX. We're going to listen to a little bit. There's some interesting tidbits in here.
The video you're going to see initially is called his celery play, and we talk about that.
Oh, the celery play. Oh!
What else is going on here on Trading Nut other than the...
What else is going on? I'm locked down because I'm in Australia and I can't go anywhere because my government are a bunch of tyrants. That's also going on in Australia. So he's like, what else is going on in Australia? Tyrannical governments. You flinging your balls in girls' dresses.
And podcast, we've got new logo coming up. Okay, so I've been
a new logo. Oh my gosh. Oh, fine. Oh my.
I can get my first piece of merch out.
Oh.
It's in the final stages, right?
Oh my. Hold on a second, guys, while I have an orgasm. Oh my gosh. It's been so long since I've had an orgasm. Just kidding. It was last night. Oh my gosh. He has a new logo coming out. Oh my gosh. A new logo so he can finally get merch out. Why? Because he doesn't trade. He doesn't make money trading. So he's got to try and get merch out. Because he has to make money some way. He doesn't make money trading.
So we're in the final stages.
The final stages.
Once that's ready, then the merch can start being pumped out the door.
Oh, pumped. You see what that word pump does to me? I just had another orgasm. That's twice in like a span of a minute. Oh, pumped. Oh, you just listen to that word, pumped, so the merch can get pumped. Oh,
I hope you guys are going to like it. I mean,
I'm going to like it. Oh,
3 or 4 months now. I think I've got some good ideas.
And why have you been doing this for 3 or 4 months? Because you had nothing else to do, because you're locked down. Because in Australia, you guys have a bunch of crazy people running your government. So you had a bunch of time on your hands, man. Congratulations.
Stuff that you guys are going to want to put on your
yes,
your t-shirt, your mug, your mouse mat. I think it's for that. Guys, the other things that are going on here, if you haven't caught up with it, we've got Trader versus Trader. We've got 5 semi-finalists. No, we haven't.
Oh, no, we haven't.
3 semi-finalists already lined up.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
Going on over there. So if you're looking to bolster your education, then I do recommend heading over to the Trading Nut YouTube channel, or just hit on the top of the site.
Because I need the money.
Get access to all of these.
Because my wife left me for Don Vu. Please, I need the money. My wife left me for Don Vu.
JD Dowdy on the show. And just single Forex simulator challenges.
Okay, simulator. See that? You see those coded words, guys? Do you see those coded words he's using right now? Simulated. I just had another orgasm.
To see how these guys really approach the
Okay, shut the fuck up, dude.
And next thing you know, I had a controller at my desk, and I came up with the name Market Controller. So that's how it's kind of like a thing where I control the markets.
No, you don't.
Trader or a profitable trader, our sponsor, City Traders Imperium, are offering you the chance to become a fully backed Forex trader. That's right, get coached and funded with CTI.
Get coached.
Today. All right, guys, we've got Don Vo on the show. So Don's a 20-year-old Forex trader who's only been in the game a couple of years, but has done so well.
Only a couple of years.
That
interesting.
I thought I'd get him. Well, I didn't think I'd get him on the show. You guys have actually reached out to me, multiple people, and said, "Hey, you got to get this guy on the show. He knows exactly what he's doing." So, known as controller.
He had to sign a release form though. Cam had to send a release form to his parents to sign so that Don could come on the show, because he still lives with his parents and does his stream in his parents' room. parents' house in his bedroom. So they had to get a release form for Don Vu from his parents because he streams from his parents' house in his bedroom in his parents' house. So I'm glad, I'm glad, Cam, that you were able to get that release from his parents. That must have been really hard.
On Instagram. So, Don, do you want to start off by telling us why you came up with the name Controller FX?
Yeah, so there's a thing going on where I control the markets. Like back when I had a group called US Story Only, that was the first group I ever created, US Story Only, and pretty much what happened was they're like, Don,
this guy had a US 30 group? Oh my gosh.
You're like
God help us.
I'm like, oh, cool, market maker. And
no, you're not. You're not a market maker. No.
Next thing you know, I had a controller at my desk, and I came up with the name Market Controller. So that's how it's kind of like a thing where I control the markets with the PS4 controller.
Superb, brilliant. Well, look, so
brilliant.
And I know I've had a lot of guests on the show from Toronto. We want to hear your story, like how you got into trading.
Well, let me tell you, Cam, because I'm Canadian, I got into trading because my parents told me I'm 18 years old or 19 years old. In order for me to stay in their house, I've got to do something productive. So I decided that I would start trading, Cam. I would start trading because my parents told me, you've got to do something productive, young man. You've got to do something productive. So I decided to start trading, even though I didn't have a damn clue what I was talking about. I decided to start trading.
And I know it's only a short story, but I think the listeners out there are going to get a lot from it.
No, we're going to get zero from it.
A little bit. I know mine's gone on for way too long. So do you want to start off with how you got into it and all the way through to now?
I think it was at my friend's birthday party. It was one of his friends. He came up to me and he was like, hey, have you heard of Forex? I'm like, no, I haven't heard of Forex before. He's like, yeah, I'm like, what is it? It's like you can trade currency pairs, you can trade oil, you can trade gold, etc. So I didn't think much of it. I went home that day and I hit him up again. I'm like, hey, so what was it that you talked to me about? He said, yeah, it's Forex. I'm like, okay. So I searched it up on Google, baby pips, whatever. I had like a
baby pips,
brief examples of what Forex was. It's funny because I opened my account 3 days after I heard about Forex. Next thing you know, I blew my account 3 days after on NFT day.
Oh, he blew his account.
Damn.
Baby
how
pips.
Much was in that account?
$1.
It was a $300 account.
$1.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Well, not cool.
$1.
So
it was $1.
So you blew your account.
I blew $1.
I blew my account, and then pretty much what happened after was I think I just kept going on with it because I think that was the only time that I ever traded demo. Like even as a new trader, I know people say,
did you hear that?
To practice whatever.
Trade demo. He's trading
me,
demo.
Like I couldn't learn through demo. That's the thing. I couldn't learn through demo. It had to be a real account because I had to have real emotions for me to learn from my own mistakes. And that was the reason why
you suck at trading.
So
no, all of your accounts are demo.
And I think in total I went through about 20 live accounts.
20, folks. 20.
And obviously I wasn't profitable or anything, right?
Okay, so he's only been in it for 2 years. The first year, he blew over 20 accounts in the first year. But he went from blowing 20 accounts in the first year to the second year. Apparently, he had a come to Jesus moment, and now he makes $20,000 to $40,000 a month. So he went from blowing $300 accounts in the first year, which was only a year ago or so, right? Blowing 20 accounts his first year, to just having a coming to Jesus moment. Like Jesus came down from the sky and said, listen here, buddy. I know that you suck. I know that you suck at trading. Your history shows that you suck at trading. But biddly boop, I'm going to bop you on the head. Now you are suddenly making 20 to 40 grand a month. Does that seem a little bit weird?
The problem's over. Yeah.
And so let's unpick this. Like 20 live accounts, so blowing 20 live accounts is
20 or more, yeah.
20 or more.
I mean, I think there's probably quite a few people out there going, hang on a sec, I've actually probably done the same. Now,
no, I haven't.
How much
no, I haven't.
Putting in each of these live accounts?
It wasn't too much at a time. I'll say it was more of like
I have never blown over 20 accounts in my whole 18 years of trading, so shut the fuck up.
I never
Wrong.
25K account or 10K account. I didn't have the capital against myself from that.
Okay, guys, we'll go back to the charts in a few minutes when the 15-minute goes again.
The original baby pips. I mean, did you have a strategy at that point, or did you learn something to go, okay, I can't just buy willy-nilly. I've got to actually go in there and look at something happening and then go, now I'm going to buy or sell.
I didn't go too much deep into it. I think I went for the first
I went to my
kindergarten,
Torah
and that,
reading,
but I never went
and
with the
I went
how
to my
to
Torah
get
reading,
paid
and I
for it.
decided
So
based on
the
my
basics,
Torah
what
reading
is
what I should do.
Forex, what is the currency, what are the currency pairs, the QE, the dollar, etc. Right? So
I went to
I
my
suppose as
Torah
you're
reading.
progressing through these blown account, I mean, when did you start incorporating the elements, and at which point? So, like the elements being, the money management, the psychology, and
I started implementing these things when my parents took away my allowance of $40 a week. I started to try and implement these things when my parents took away my allowance of $40 a week. That's, Cam, when I really started to implement these salaries and all these strategies. I got pretty pissed at my parents for a little while, though, because, I really liked having my $40 a week salary. But that's when I really started to, think that maybe I should take this seriously. When my parents, that I still live in their house, but make $20,000 to $40,000 a month. Still live in their house, though, do my stream from there. When they took away my allowance.
the strategy. How did they come?
I think I just learned from my mistakes as I kept blowing more accounts.
So let's talk about the strategy that you were using. So what strategy were you using for at the very start when you were blowing accounts?
I was a very emotional trader when I first started. It took me a lot more than just the first 2 accounts to really get through those.
Yeah,
emotions
it took
trading.
you over 20.
Okay, so when you say emotions, so you were literally you had no strategy. Is that what?
Yeah, I had no strategy when I first started. Yep.
Okay,
no strategy
cool.
at all.
All right, so you were just like, I'm gonna make some money here, blow the account. I'm gonna blow the account.
No, you didn't. No, it was
So
just.
at what point?
See,
how many
here's the other
people,
thing too.
like,
See, you're just lying to us, Cam. He thought he would do it really well. He never went to making money and then blowing the account. He just went straight to the blowing of the account. Okay, let's get this actually factual, Cam. Sorry. We will get back to the charts here in 4 minutes when the next 15-minute candle
probably
closes.
don't know the exact answer, but it was 1 year, 20 accounts. How far into the 1 year and 20 accounts did you think, actually, I need to come up with a strategy?
When my parents took away my allowance, I already told you this, Cam.
Sage Capital,
When my parents took away my allowance,
software
bro.
and tools needed.
Get these things that I wanted.
Sometimes this just forms into a habit, and
This is
people,
great. This is
to
great too.
have
This
a
is great
blind
part two.
account becomes, how did you break that habit?
Like I see a lot of people like
My parents
tend
took away my
to
allowance,
quit or to get tired of it and
or
stop
their
trading forever, right?
parents
But
took away their
I think
allowance.
I kind of when I first started, I didn't really have a love for trading. It was more of just for the money.
I had a love for my
So,
allowance.
Yeah, I was really money hungry when I first started trading.
For
So
my allowance.
it was never really for the lifestyle of trading. It was honestly just okay. If I can make this, I can get these things that I wanted. 'Cause
So
at the time, I
so
just
listen to
wanted
that.
everything that
He totally contradicts himself.
and I'll figure out. Okay,
It was not about the lifestyle, but if I did this, I can get all those things that other people have, like Lamborghinis and stuff. So technically, it was about the lifestyle, right? Because you just said that it was never about the lifestyle. And then 20 seconds later, you said, I wanted for all those things I wanted, like the Lambos and stuff. Weird.
And how did you know you got sick of it? I mean, because sometimes this just forms into a habit, and people the habit.
I think it was the day I fucked her. I think it was the day.
How did you break that habit?
Cam, I think it was the day that I fucked your wife. I think that's the day that I broke those habits. The day when your wife screamed my name while we were having sex.
Like I see a lot of people like tend to quit or to get tired of it and
Oh,
just
yes.
trading forever, right? But I think I kind of when I first started, I didn't really have a love for trading. It was more of just for the money.
Oh,
So,
see? Oh,
Yeah, I
see,
was
for the
really
money.
hungry when I first started.
Money
trading,
hungry.
So it was never really for the lifestyle of trading. It was
Never for the lifestyle?
just, okay, if I can make this, I can get these things that I wanted. Because at the time, I just wanted.
Oh, so it is about the lifestyle. It was about the
every,
lifestyle.
Tory
Okay.
son grew out there wanted
So you just lied.
The Lambos, the condos, the houses, the beaches, the vacations, stuff like that. So I really wanted
Cam's-
that, and
Cam's wife, he wanted that too.
I figured for me to really
Okay,
get
let's go to the charts for a minute and then we'll get back to this because this is hilarious. It gets better. Okay, so we are down on some trades right now. We're down on actually all the trades we took. Doesn't that kind of suck? All right, do we have anything on the 15-minute chart that's showing up right now? The US 30 is doing it again. So you could technically take another trade on the US 30, another buy on the US 30 if this candle closes like this in 2 minutes. And if I did that one, I probably would do a pretty tight stop on that one. So let's look at this because that is the pattern. Okay, and the pattern, you take the trade if the pattern's there. That's just what the pattern says to do, and you take the fucking trade because that's what it's a numbers game, right? So nobody fucking cares. We take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. 34,587. So I'm going to take this trade if in 1 minute when that new candle closes, I will take another buy on this. We'll see what happens here at the close of this candle. It's going to close with that. So I'm going to take another buy, but I'm going to have a pretty tight stop loss on this. Probably like 35,530. So I'm going to take another buy. Probably 35,530. I should change it, huh? I should change it. Pretending to make thousands of dollars while I live in my parents' basement. That's what while I live in my parents' house. But then I tell you, I make bigly amounts of money trading. So that should be what it is. That's what you're saying. I mean, that's a good title for sure. All right, so we're going to go 34,530. Okay, that's the only one I see on that 15-minute, right? That 15-minute gave us the signal, so we're taking the damn trade because that's what the numbers say to do, right? And we take the trades when that's what it says to do, right? No emotions. We aren't no FOMO homo trading. This isn't no FOMO homo trading. We take the trade because that's what the candle says to do, right? And we don't get emotional because we're not homos. Okay, we take the trade because it's just a numbers game at that point, right? You know you're going to be right with that pattern, with that 85% of the time. So you just take the damn trade because that's what the numbers say to do. And if you lose, you lose. You take it like a man. You take it like a man. And you go from there, right? Okay, so let's get back to who I affectionately call Little Boy Blue and his interview with Cam. I affectionately call him Little Boy Blue. And then we'll get back to the charts on the next one, and that'll be an hour close. So
There, I just need to stop doing these things that are messing up my account, that are blowing my account up.
Okay, so in terms of like the, I mean, you still haven't really touched on the strategy here, right? So when
because
did you come up with a strategy?
there
Was
is
that
no
like,
strategy, it
if
sucks.
you had to have a guess, was it 6 months into the year, or was it four blown accounts? And can you remember how you constructed that strategy?
Yeah, I went through a lot of mentors. I think I learned
Q-Banks.
through
He mentioned Q-Bank.
one of my
Ah!
first mentors out there. Strategy-wise, like I went through a lot of. I
Another
never got any
shitty
books in
trader.
FX. It was more through just videos, and one of the first courses I ever got helped me through that. It was about price action. Again, when I just had enough of me blowing accounts and me losing money in the markets, I just figured that for me to be a profitable trader, I need to create a plan for myself, right? I mean, I think that's another thing that a lot, especially new traders, they have a hard an issue with. They don't really know. Well, they know why they're losing money. They know it might be because over leveraging, over risking, but they don't want to create that plan and stick to that plan, right? Their plan could just be, trying to make a certain amount of money in a day, a certain amount of pips in a day, whatever it is. But I feel like when you create a plan for yourself, you're obviously creating a plan for you to be successful in the markets, right? So knowing if you follow that plan, everything else will come through naturally, and the money will just come in.
That's
Okay, so
actually
the plan-
not true
the
either.
plan sort of more like a holistic
See,
plan,
that's not true either, because you can follow your plan, and it doesn't mean you're going to make money. You can follow your plan, and your plan just plain and sucks, and you still lose money. So that's not true either. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean you're going to make money. Your plan may suck, and his plan sucks.
3% a day, or was it like, I'm going to enter when the moving average crosses here, or the candle does this, or the candle does that? What was the plan?
The plan was honestly, now it's just not to over risk, spend probably 2-3 hours on charts a day max.
It's not to over risk and
It's
try
like
and
1 or 2
try
pips
and
per
do
day,
my
right?
laundry
You
before
set
my
that plan,
parents
everything
do
just comes
my
naturally, the profits. Well,
try
that's
to.
psychology-wise. Like price action-wise, is obviously a whole different story, obviously.
I suppose what I'm trying to get to is the price action stuff. Like, what were you doing there? Were you back testing? Were you practicing? How did you go from, I'm just completely emotionally going in there and just, blowing accounts, to I'm actually looking for something specific on a chart?
So it came down to just, because before I would just have a bunch of, I didn't know where to look at on the charts, right? I didn't know where to look at. I'll be focused on the whole chart itself than just a specific area. And now when I trade, it's more of like, okay, I'm looking at today's chart. How does today look? How
No,
does
you
the
don't.
weekly look?
You don't care about the
how's
weekly. You
my
trade off a
like,
5-minute chart. You
technical
don't.
analysis from today
You don't care about the
versus
weekly
higher
chart. You
time frame.
trade off
So
the 5-minute
it's more of
chart.
just concentrating on just one portion of the chart rather than just the whole. Like, I don't care about what's gonna happen in I don't care about what happened in 2017, right? I care about what can happen
You
like
should.
today or yesterday, this week.
Okay, so you gradually, after, you still obviously blew accounts for a whole year, right? So how did you...
He keeps
how did
going
that
back to
start
Cam keeps
turning
going back
around
to
for
that
you? I
too.
mean, when did you go, I've finally cracked it? I mean, what actually changed at the
Nothing.
end of that year?
Nothing changed.
I think it was when I started to really look at my losses. I think that was a turning point when I started looking at my losses and I started to figure out, okay, these are my losses, these are my wins, and I started to create like this sample size for my wins, right? I started to get rid of my losses, focus on them, and focus more on the wins and how I won those trades. I think that's when everything kind of clicked for me.
Okay, so you focused on the wins as opposed to focusing on the losses.
Yes.
1-to-1, you got a 10 pip stop, 10 pip take profit, and you're just going to be out of that. When you must be over 50. I mean, how much do you profit out of that?
Oh
From
gosh.
6:30 a.m. Eastern to 9. 3 counts backwards by myself, but the whole
On the losses.
yes.
Yeah, I gotta
Like
listen
I'll
to that
focus on
part.
losses. For example, like now what I do is I'll take, for example, 10 trades, right? For this example, 10 trades. If I lose 2 of them, I'll look back at those 2 losses and I'll be like, okay, why did I take this loss? What time was it? What time is it during the day? What session was
He
I
can focus
trading? What
on it. He
ranges
can
did I
focus on
catch?
whatever he wants.
And
Don't
me
matter
doing
to me.
that, I guess back testing that, and it make me ended up just getting rid of those.
But again, what I would focus on, what I would focus on is, if again that the theory is that you make 20 to 40 grand a month and you're still living in your parents' house and streaming from your parents' house in your bedroom, so you have to shut the door. I might focus on getting your own place, and stop living in your parents' house. If you make that kind of money that you say you do, I'd probably focus on that.
that's the same stuff that I usually answer off of when I do take the losses.
So you usually enter off when you do take the losses? What does that mean?
So I would figure out why I'm losing the trade,
Yeah.
and when I figure that out, I'll just try to avoid those type of trades in the future.
Okay, right. So when you see something that, okay, you can avoid it.
I would probably
And,
focus on
I
getting
mean,
my
if
own
you had to
place.
sort of describe your strategy now, what is that? How would you describe it?
It's called I suck at trading.
My strategy now is just mainly price action and just a lot of candle structures.
Okay,
Or
right.
not, sorry, not candle structure, more of just reading candles and
You
also
don't read
like kind
candles.
of reading them backwards as well.
Reading them backwards, what does
Yes,
that mean?
reading them back. So, like for example, like you'll have like a 4-hour candle, right?
Well,
And
what
how many
kind of what it means, Cam, is I get up out of my chair and I start walking backwards while I read the charts. So I'm reading the charts backwards.
candles are in a 4-hour candle?
Okay, yeah. So you got 4 1-hour candles, yeah.
Yeah, so I start to like break the candles down to like kind of stories. Like we'll have the chapters, we'll have the pages, etc.
Okay, right. And how did you come up with that idea? Was that through a mentor or coaching or something like that, or did you work it out yourself?
Through my parents.
I learned to read candles backwards by myself, but the whole introduction to candles came from Uncle Ted. Because one day I sent him a chart, and my chart was just zoomed out with a bunch of stuff on it, and he's like, hey, zoom in, you cropped a part of a chart, you screenshot it, sent it back to me, he's like, focus on this, what happened in this structure here?
Oh,
And that's when I figured
Uncle
out,
Ted.
why do I need to care about
Always
what happened
goes
in
back to him.
2017 when today, this is what's happening
Always
in the
goes
market?
back to him. Damn it. It always goes back to
Right. And so what was he
Uncle
saying?
Ted.
Like basically have a look back and because if you, I suppose,
Always
with price
goes
heading
back to
towards
him,
that
right?
2017 area to the left, basically look left and see what's happening. Is that what he was saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I
that's
just
what he
use
was
2017
saying.
as a reference, like just
Yeah.
back in his historical data. But like now, if I do like, for example, if I'm looking at jiu-jitsu today, I'm just constantly looking left. And today's left traffic to where price is right now would be the 12th of February. So literally like 5 days ago. So it's not like too many years back. It's just where price is right now, like this month, this year, etc.
Okay.
Et
so
cetera,
you
et
sort of
cetera,
mentioned
et
earlier on
cetera.
that you're taking 1 to 3 trades a day. How many pairs are you looking across to take your trades?
Mainly right now, 2 pairs. It'll be gold and GJ.
Okay, right.
GBPAUD. Yep.
And
Oh,
you can always
okay.
eke out
Okay,
1 or
right.
2 trades out of those pairs, no problems.
Like not every day, because sometimes like market is a bit rangy, and I'm not able to really
Well, some days too, I have to refresh my demo account that I trade, and so because you have to refresh your demo accounts every 30 days, so I can't trade every day because sometimes I gotta refresh that demo account.
see trades during that session. But let's say, for example, I'm shooting from 6:30 a.m. Eastern to 9:30. If I see opportunities, I take them, and the max I'll take is probably 3. If there's none, then there's none. I'll call it a day.
No, you don't take them. No one ever sees you take a trade. on your stream. No one has ever seen you take a trade on your stream. No one has ever seen you show live terminal with live trades while you're streaming. No one has ever actually physically seen you take a trade. Bullshit. That's just bullshit what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what sort of risk to reward are you looking at?
My main risk to reward is probably a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, I'll say.
No.
Lately with gold,
No.
it's been 1-to-5, 1-to-6.
You're so full of shit.
Depends.
Just so full of shit.
Okay, right. So
okay.
gold's obviously going to be a high winner. So if you're looking at GJ and gold, I mean, and you're doing 1-to-1 on GJ, I mean, what win rate are you having to sort of stick to, or are you achieving to be profitable there?
Did you say win rate?
Yeah, win rate. Yeah,
Sorry.
because 1-to-1, obviously, you need to win at least 50% to break even. So you must be winning. You must be over 50%.
No.
How much do you profit out of that?
Here's the thing. Like when I trade gold or GBP, I think I go by.
Make an excuse. Make an
when
excuse.
I get to like 10 pips, that's when I'm usually closing partials of my positions and moving stops to break even, obviously. And then usually I'll attempt runner positions, or I would close a full position at 10 pips.
Oh, okay. So you don't do that. You don't do it. You do totally do it.
Literally 1-to-1. You got a 10 pip stop, 10 pip take profit, and you're just going to be out of that 10 pip. But how many of those are you winning? If you break it down into each pair, because gold's obviously got a higher reward. GJ's it's got to be a higher win rate because you've got a 1-to-1.
Yeah, like I'll say 80% plus.
No.
Being on a live stream since I believe last April, and ever since, I mean, 80% plus, if anything more.
Not even close.
Gold and GJ.
Not even close.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Not even close.
Okay, and so how did you eliminate all the other pairs then?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how I know? And we'll go back to the charts here in a minute, guys. In 5 minutes when we have another candle close. Do you want to know how I know that what he just said there is total bullshit? You want to know how I know that's total bullshit? Because we have proof of it right here. Oh, yes. Isn't it? Sometimes the internet is really wonderful because when you have proof that what someone is saying is complete bullshit, it's kind of nice. We have the receipts right here. We have the receipts. Isn't this beautiful?
Let's go live. About this time in 2020. So you got a year.
Okay, so on this trading challenge, he's going to start with an account. He has to trade live here, right? He has to trade live here. This is the one time where this complete jackass can't hide behind TradingView and has to trade in a public forum. So we win about 80% of the time. So you start out with 10,000, right?
To find 5.
Let's just see if he's 85% accurate.
Cool.
Weird.
So first thing I like to do is I like to go on the monthly time frame, see how the month is looking. So
do you think so here when we do this is great too. You notice again, oops. You notice again how that door is shut in that room. Do you notice that again how that door is shut?
Okay. So I see that
right there. Do you notice that? You guys will see it in a minute. Do you notice how that door is shut? Do you know why it's shut? That door right there is shut. Do you know why it's shut? Because he trades from his parents' house in his room. Do you know why that door is shut there? Because he trades from his parents' house. He has to trade there. That's why he's trading in his parents' house. That's why that door is shut. Okay, let's keep going. We'll get back to the charts in a minute.
is we are creating a resistance right here.
Let's get to trades. Let's get to trades.
Support formed right here. So I believe if above this area here, coming up to fill this range here. So if I'm looking for a frame, it looked like it was pushing up here.
Does he ever actually get into a trade?
For the range, which
are you in a trade? Oh, he's in a trade. He's in a trade right now.
Okay,
so again, we're not going to do much more of this because we got to get back to the charts. So he starts with.
Fill the top of his range. So I think this range is.
He starts with 10 grand.
Depending on how big the range is, we
okay.
may be able to take his position here. A 20.
Let's take a position. Let's do it.
Here would be.
Let's do it.
What we're going to do is buy stop, and we're going to sort of change it to match that. So it's 49.
Screen up.
Up the screen. Okay, yeah, it's a too hard to explain here, and you might.
How's the 4 look though? 4 closed bullish, I know for a fact. Yeah. 4
Okay,
closed
so we're just
bullish,
going to go to
so
the
still
end of
below
this
that
because we
range,
don't
so
want to
still
waste any more
respecting that
time with
level.
this. At the end of this,
Pretty,
after
not looking
trades,
at sells right now. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
at the end of
Before
this,
we react here, but the fitting close above here. There's the 133.989 mark.
at
Right?
the end of this trading
Okay.
challenge, his account balance is $9,834. So he lost $170. So the one time that he had to trade live and show that he's a profitable trader, what happened? What happened? The one time he has to trade live in front of people, in front of an audience where he can't hide behind trading view.
Okay, so how are we gonna get that support?
What happened?
Right there on 030.
What happened?
You know what? I'll probably look for sells below here.
What happened the one time he had to trade in front of an audience?
It lasted maybe 3 days.
TP. Oh yeah, that's
TP's $100 at the moment, but you can.
He got his ass kicked.
This challenge,
Okay,
you
he
get
got
it
his
going,
ass
so-
kicked. Okay, the one time can prove that his system that he just got done talking about in the interview, that his system that he says is, oh yeah, we're gonna go to that, the 1 hour on gold. Okay, yeah, we got 10 o'clock right now. Let's go to the 1 hour chart on all of these. Yep, you're right. We're taking a gold trade. Okay, gold trade is happening. Okay, gold trade's happening. We're taking a trade on the gold. We're taking a trade on the gold. On the gold. We're taking a trade. We're taking a trade on the gold. Let's do it. Let's take a trade on the gold. There you go. Okay, and our stop loss has to be below the low of that tail, right? Has to be below it a little bit. The low of that tail is 1928. So we're going to go to 1924 on the stop. How about that? 1924. Okay, we should just go to 1921. We'll just go to 1924. Why did we take that trade, guys? Why did we take that trade? Can anybody tell me why we took that trade? Obviously, Grand Theft and you guys that have been with me for a long time know why we took. Why did we take that trade? Because the 1 hour candle closed with a tail longer than the body of the candle, with no wick at the top, right? That's why. It's really, really simple. It's not complicated. Don't make it complicated. We took that trade because the pattern told us to take the trade. We know we're going to be right 85% of the time. We're not like controller who, when you have to trade in public, you can't trade because you suck. We know that 85% of the time we're going to be accurate, so we just take the damn trade, right? There's no emotions, no nothing. We take the trade because that's what the numbers say to do. We're emotionless. We're like robots. We take the trade because that's what it says to do. So we do it. Okay? Pretty easy. Pretty easy. And I guarantee you that pattern is 85% accurate. Guarantee you that pattern is 85% accurate. I've been doing this for 18 years. Guarantee you that pattern is accurate. 85% of the time. Do we lose sometimes? Absolutely. Absolutely we lose. Okay? Losses are part of the game. Like we always talk about, they put hair on your chest. They're good for you. Anyone who tells you they don't lose is a moron, and you should run away and hide from them. Losses happen, but if I know I'm going to be right 85% of the time, right? If I know I'm going to be right 85% of the time, it's no emotions. Oh, Neo. Yes, we are not putting up with Neo tonight. Neo can suck my big cock. Yeah, he is not allowed in here tonight. So, okay, so it's no emotions, no nothing, because we aren't sissies. We are not sissies. We take the trades because that's what the numbers say to do. Okay, so back to our list. So controller FX comes in at number 2 of the biggest clowns that YouTube stream, who think they know what they're talking about and they don't have a clue. We've given you the evidence on this clown. Okay, we've given you the evidence on this clown.
I'll get rid of all the stuff on the chart. So you got a clean one. I'll find a random starting point in time.
I was on there, but he took. Oh, look what he did. Oh, that can't be up because of me, can it? Was he trying to mock me there? That's pretty funny. There it is right there. There's mine, right? I was on it till he took off all of my trading nut challenge because I actually made money in that, but he took me off because I made fun of Uncle Ted.
Go to my 4-hour chart.
Okay.
Have all 4 charts aligned to the upside. I'm going to look for entries, and I'm looking for buy entries because all the higher time frames are bullish, right?
Was this 2020?
So this
So
is an
almost 2 years
example
ago.
of my entry candle right here. Is that tail at the bottom there longer than the body of the candle?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that tells me you have this level here at 1906, which was the high from 2011. That was the high of gold before we breached it recently. So you have a major support level, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming down and it's testing that. Now you're seeing that it did what? It kind of dipped below there, but sellers are starting to get rejected, right?
I'm talking about the same things 2 years ago that I talk about now.
Start of the next 1 hour.
Right? The same thing.
1 hour candle right there.
Yeah.
So my entry would be what? Let's just put it there, right there. My entry would be at 1918 when that candle opens that next hour. You see that?
Yep.
And then if I wanted to place my stop would be below the tail. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to place it right at the tail, right? Because a lot of times it'll come touch that area and then it'll go back up. So depending on what time frame, I'm going to place my stop probably $3 or $4. I say $3 or $4. Sometimes they say points, right? So it'd be 1902 in this case. And I'm going to place it down there just because I want to give it some room just in case it wants to touch that area again and then go up. But I know that this is an uptrend. And now if I take these trades, and you can see these trades I have on here right now, they're small trades just because I'm planning on buying all the way down to 1,500.
See, planning on buying. How does that working out?
And so my target is going to be, my first target would be, I guess, here at 1939. And then I'm just going to start going back up to where the resistance levels are, right?
Weird.
Keep going up and doing that. And then my eventual target will be back up at the high at 2080 or something like that.
Oh, what is that?
A lot of the times.
That was 2 years ago. My eventual target is the all-time highs at 2080 or 2060. That's weird. 2 years ago I said that.
Once you get to a certain area, and we did that. Let me go to a higher time frame chart here, a 4-hour chart. And you'll notice that it once it got to 2073 or somewhere up in this area, it just sat there for a long time and it couldn't make any progress, right?
Yeah.
That tells me that buyers are starting to get maybe moved out of the market. More sellers are coming into the market. A lot of the times these levels have to do what I call a wind up, right? In baseball, you wind up, the pitcher winds up, does this, and then boom, it goes up. Some people call it a liquidity grab, right?
Yeah.
So after a while, if this area is not able to breach this high, you come and you do a liquidity grab. And you can see it a lot in this 4-hour chart. It comes up here, goes back down, comes up here, goes back down, and then it hits the same level right here, hits it again right there, hits it again right there. So that's 4 times it's hit that level, right? Yeah. I always
Weird.
say that the more times a level hits, the weaker it becomes. Like you can throw a baseball through a glass window and eventually it breaks, right? So eventually you had enough momentum, and I'll clear this out now.
Weird, isn't it?
Enough momentum that this level just
Same pattern, same stuff I was talking about 2 years ago.
So what
during
I'm looking
the
for on this
height
chart
of
is I'm
COVID.
looking for on this
COVID didn't
higher
change
highs,
anything
higher
for me.
lows as well, right? This is a 4-hour chart. Here's that pattern we talked about.
COVID
That's
did not change it.
Longer than the body of the candle. That would have been an entry right there. Then I'm going up here. I see a break of this red level here, and then a pull back to the red level, right? Right here.
COVID
Another
didn't
entry
change
right
it.
there. My tail is longer than the body. There's another entry up. It comes down and it tests this area one more time with the same pattern, and then this is your entry, and then you go up. Now, if I'm looking to get out of this trade, I'm not getting out of this trade unless I see this pattern start to play out to the other side. And the first time I really start to see it do that is this candle right here, right? Now you have a wick at the top that's longer than the body.
Yeah.
So that tells me maybe buyers are starting to lose, but now I'm way up here, right? And I've gotten in at 1939, and I'm at 2034.
Ooh.
So what I
yeah.
want to do now is I want to let's just clear this out again. I want to place my stop in
Ooh,
profit, but
anyway.
I don't want to.
That's what I did when I was on Cam's thing, because I'm not a pussy. And I actually made money, but he took it out because he didn't like the fact that I made fun of Uncle Ted. And so he banned me from his platforms. And I could give two shits about that. I really don't care. The guy's a fucking clown. All right, so we're losing on these trades right now, and that's fine. Like we talked about, losses are part of the game, and we'll see what happens on these. But there's 3 trades we took so far, and none of them are winning right now. So we suck. You can all thank me later for that. We suck. Okay, so we'll see how these do. And again, maybe they lose, and I really don't care. It is the pattern was there. I took the trade because the pattern was there. I really don't care if I win or lose. I could care less. I know that the majority of the time I'm going to win, so I don't give two shits about whether or not I win or lose on these trades. I really don't give a flying fuck, honestly. To be honest with you, I don't really care about anything right now. I care about my blanket and pillow and going to sleep. But I don't really care about anything else because it can do whatever the hell it wants. I don't care. I know what my risk is. You know, I'm okay with my risk. You know, the pattern works. I know it works. So if I end up losing on this trade, you just suck it up like a man. Okay? You suck it up like a man. But we haven't done our theme song for a minute, so we're going to do that. Some of you guys weren't here when we did that. This is how we start out every stream. And so we're at the midpoint here or something, so we got to do our theme song.
Well, I was born and raised in Scranton, PA. Lifeguard by the pool's where I spent my days. Till a dude named Corn Pop, who wasn't that cool, started making trouble at the swimming pool. So I took a chain, wrapped it around my legs. They're hairier than my other legs. Not my... black kids would touch them.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I got on a train. I moved to D.C. Chirac Jabrama gave a job to me. I shuffled around and sucked fingertips. Made a big speech, kissed a boy on the lips.
Kissed a boy on the lips. Whew, this is bad, man.
I wrote the damn bill. I hold the ladies tight and sniff all their hairs. First person American to fall up the stairs. Ran for president.
Yeah.
I was a winner.
Winner was me.
Now I sit at my desk as a president.
Yep. That's the stream, like national anthem of this stream.
I learned a lot. And I learned that I learned a lot. Anyway, Bo is associated here. Anyway, the point I want to make is I learned so much. I learned black, white, all colors, all backgrounds. But I mean, come on, man. Men, women, gay, straight, everyone deserves a shot. You know, come on, man. You know the thing. You know what I mean? You know the thing. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What I have to do is I have to continue talking about the things. Come on, man.
You have to continue to talk about the thing.
I remember the first bumper sticker I saw. I learned that I got hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down. So
they used to reach in the pool and rub his leg down. That's kind of scary. I love kids jumping on my lap.
What are we nuts? Dad. You know, come on, man. Give me a little break here. Get a life. Taking cocaine or not? What do you think? Come on, man. Black, all colors, all backgrounds.
Yeah.
Men, women, gay,
come on,
straight,
man.
Everyone deserves a shot.
Yeah.
You know the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Come on, man. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I can hardly wait to meet with that guy who is the stable genius. Come on, man. I am very willing to let the public judge my physical and mental filth. My physical as well as my mental filth. Poor kids are just as bad as wealthy kids.
Come on, man.
Take a look at the record. I know a lot of weed smokers. Come on, man. Black, white, all colors.
Yeah. Look at that, man. You can't tell me that guy's not high on crack right now.
That's what I mean. Come on, man.
Come on,
Men,
man.
women, gay,
Look at that.
straight.
Boom,
Everyone deserves a shot. You know,
boom,
come on,
boom.
man. You know the
Come
thing.
on, man. Come on, man. All right, let's look at the charts. Let's look at the charts. We got to go back. Oh, this is the 15-minute chart. Are we seeing anything on the 15-minute chart, guys, that would lead us to believe that something's going to happen? No. No. Did we buy or sell the GJ? Oh, we bought it. Oops. We suck. All right. So we are down on trades right now. I think the only trade I was in when we got in here was the US 30 sell. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in 5 damn trades right now. You sons of bitches. We're in 5 trades and we're losing on all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in 5 trades and we're losing on every single fucking one of them. How does that make you guys feel? I mean, do you feel bad about that? That you forced me into taking trades? You didn't force me to take any trades. I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Do you sense the panic in my voice right now because we're down on some trades? Because I'm totally panicked. I don't know what to do. I should go into the house right now and ask my wife for some direction because I'm totally panicked right now. I don't know what to do. I'll maybe call the Ghostbusters or something. As you can see, I'm not panicked at all. I don't care. I don't care. These trades can do whatever the hell they want. Because I don't care. If I lose, I lose. And I'll still make love to my wife as often as I can. Even if I lose on these trades, I'm still going to have sex with my wife. So why does it matter? Right? At the end of the day, that's the most important thing is I'm still going to have sex with my wife. So why do I really care about my trades? All right, I'm going to show you guys, then I'm going to get out of here pretty quick. Let's show you guys where I will be next week, starting on Sunday. You guys that have been in these streams for a while, you guys have seen this before, but I will be on the Seatuck River in Yakutat, Alaska for 10 days steelhead fishing. This is where I'll be next week for 2 weeks, fishing on this river for 2 weeks.
Nice. Oh, there you go. Don't be jealous, Alyssa, alright? I'll kiss you when he gets home.
I will be on this river for 2 weeks, catching monster steelhead on my fly rod.
Here we go, here we go. There we go. There we go.
Let's just go to a different one there. They don't know. He doesn't know that he caught that fish. So.
Double rainbow. That's pretty cool. Double red lines. Sweet.
That's where I'll be for 2 weeks, starting on Sunday. Grizzly bears will be chasing me. Everything will be chasing me, and I'll be catching tons of fish.
15-minute strategy helping
No, I did not know, buddy. I don't fucking care what you say. I don't care. You're not important to me. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
I was literally just watching my beat and I watched it stop and I was like, oh, I think he took it.
Yeah, I was like, your bobber's down. I was like, man, your bobber's been down for a while. Oh shoot, I botched that one.
I think so. And we can go. We can look at it again. I think I'm losing on all 5 of them. Yeah. Can you tell my just complete and utter disdain for the fact that because I was in that US 30 sell before we came in here, right? I was in that sell in the US 30, the top one. That's up $56 right now. I was in that one when we came in. So if you look at the others, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm losing on all 5 of them. I mean, that's a statistical anomaly, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm losing on all of them because I suck at trading. All right, guys. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to go to sleep. And we'll catch you guys again on the flip side. But thanks for coming in and checking it out again. The top. Oh, let me just, and one other thing too, before we go, let me just self-promote myself like a whore right now. Okay, so I'm going to self-promote like a little whore because that's what I do. I actually haven't done that at all during this stream, but let me pimp myself like a little whore just because everyone does it. My signal group is the best signal group out there. Oh, don't let me see your phone number. People will be calling me in the middle of the night. Don't be doing that. Okay, I'm going to pimp myself like a little whore. Koos is in my group, I believe, right? Koos J? Yeah, you're in that. How's the signal group for the people that are in there, that are actually in the signal group right now? Does the signal group suck or is the signal group good? Oh. Does the signal group suck or is the signal group good? So I think we're 13 for 15 this week on signals. I think last week we were at 90%. But you can see right here in the signal group, if you go back to April, what was it, 2nd or 3rd, April, right here, I think we're 13 for 15 this week on signals. Yes. Yes, Kusha says fire. If you guys aren't in my signal group, I will set you up with a mental health examination because I am a psychologist. I do have my master's degree. I will set you up with a mental health examination because you should have your mentals checked if you're not in my signals group. You should have your head examined for severe trauma. Just saying. You should have that. You should have your head examined. Kush J's in there. It's amazing. So listen, it costs money though. And I don't apologize for charging for my time because my time is valuable to me. Okay? But this is the best signal group out there and it's not even close. Not even fucking close. You need to be in here. Okay, it's $399 for life. And you get 6 one-on-one 1-hour sessions with me. And I will also invest that $400, trade it, and give you 20% of that profit. So I should just keep it there for $399 because it's my time, right? I'm giving you signals for life. But I'm also going to cut you in on the fact that I'm going to put that $400 into an account and I'm going to trade it for you, fuckers. And you'll get 20%. And you'll also have the investor password to the account so you can check on the progress. I don't know anyone else that's doing that because they're all pussies. But that's how we do it in my group. You should be a member of that. It's $399. It's one less hooker, right, that you get to bang a month, but that's okay because you probably shouldn't be banging hookers. That's disgusting, and nobody should be doing that. But it's just one less of those hookers a month, right? So, all right. Does anybody have any questions before we go? If not, I am out of here. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore tonight. I want to go to bed. You all have a wonderful night.